Archaeologists have unearthed a sprawling ancient Roman cemetery in southern France containing 1,430 graves and evidence of funerary banquets held in honor of deceased family members. Excavations of the cemetery, called the Robbing Necropolis due to its proximity to a canal of the same name, began in 2017 ahead of construction work in the city of Narbonne. The funerary complex was remarkably well preserved, having been buried beneath a 10-foot (3 meters) blanket of silt during flooding of the nearby Aude River, according to a translated statement. The graves and artifacts date to between the end of the 1st century BC and the end of the 3rd century AD and include more than 100 tombs containing children's remains. Subsequent analyses showed the method of burial differed depending on the age of the deceased person. Children were buried, while the majority of adults were cremated. Adults who were buried without cremation were placed in wooden coffins, whereas children were placed in more rudimentary boxes or pits closed with a cover, according to the statement. Some graves were scattered with chunks of charred food, including dates, figs, cereals, and bread. Archaeologists think these were left over from feasts held by families in remembrance of deceased relatives. The feasts may have been part of a 9-day-long Roman festival known as Parentalia, which families celebrated every year in February. The festival ended with an event called Feralia on February 21, when families gathered in cemeteries with food, wine, and other offerings for the dead. Excavations at the Robbing Necropolis uncovered several stone structures that may have served as banquet beds for families celebrating Feralia, according to the statement. The remains of libation tubes, hollow ceramic tubes inserted in the ground above graves, suggests families symbolically shared Feralia feasts with the dead by pouring food into their relatives' graves. The fully excavated necropolis spans 54,000 square feet, 5,000 square meters, and sits 2,300 feet, 700 meters, to the east of Narbonne's ancient Roman center. Narbonne, which was known in antiquity as Narbo Martius, was one of the first Roman colonies outside of Italy. The city was founded in 118 BC along the Via Domitia, a road stretching from Italy and across southern France to Spain. The necropolis has two main areas arranged into a regular patchwork of burial plots and service roads, according to the statement. The first area borders a north-south road that crosses the Via Domitia, and the second forms a strip further north, alongside a road linking Narbonne to the Mediterranean coast. The archaeologists found that the cemetery evolved over time, highlighting changes in the layout of plots, tombs, and boundaries. They discovered high stone walls erected around AD 50 that separated burials from one another, as well as extensions of the cemetery and further enclosures built toward the end of the 1st century AD. The walls were decorated with marble funerary plaques that revealed the people buried in the necropolis were mostly Italian freedmen, according to the statement. Many of the burials contained grave goods, including vases, balsams, lamps, coins, and jewelry. These artifacts, along with a special set of amulets, miniature tools, bells, and phallic pendants, which were viewed as apotropaic, or able to ward off evil, will be exhibited at the Narbo Via Museum in Narbonne starting in 2026, according to the statement.